Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is ECW. Guilty as charges in the books. It's behind us. It is no longer our concern. But we move on closer towards Wrestlemania, and what an evening it's going to be on that night. What a night it's going to be. A night that we will never forget. But as always, we have the A show to enjoy each and every week. And we'll be kicking things off with me talking about a few things. But we also have some great action coming your way. Later on this evening, a King of the Ring qualifier between Roderick Strong and Aleister Black. Two guys hungry for an opportunity. We saw Ali qualify at Guilty as Charged. Who will qualify alongside him to represent ECW? Will it be Roddy Strong? Will it be Aleister Black? We'll find out later on this evening. And we're also in for a great main event as well. Tetsuya Naito having got a victory over Drew McIntyre at Guilty as Charged by means that we're not certain of yet. Surprising means, goes one-on-one against the leader of the British Empire in Neville. That one's going to be a very entertaining main event. That one's going to be one to look forward to. And I wonder what will happen when they clash one-on-one in the main event. That is all to come, but before we get to any of that, we have to start things off with yours truly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the show of the week. It is ECW. We are fresh off of what was one hell of a night to remember at Guilty as Charged. A night that, despite the lack of a world champion being there, left us with so much to talk about, and so much that I want to get into here tonight. So, let's not waste any time. First, I would like to thank and congratulate Johnny Gargano on his victory over Tommaso Ciampa in the Last Man Standing match. An incredible main event it was. The Rebel heart beats harder than the Black heart, and we learned it on Sunday. That being said, after weeks of direct disobedience, I have no choice but to suspend Johnny Gargano for a period of 30 days, effective immediately. Now I know, it's not a popular decision, but it's one that I have to make. I was left with no choice but to do this. I won't allow someone to directly disobey me to the extent that those men did. That being said, I have one final piece of information to give you, and it's about our ECW champion, the man who just passed 18 months as champion, Seth Rollins. Let me be the first to announce that on the first ECW of March, Rollins will return to this very show. I do not know if he is 100% following his injuries, but I know there was no stopping him from returning. So March the 6th, mark it down, the date our incredible ECW champion returns. As for tonight, enjoy the A show. And what a show it will be. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's begin things here on ECW, and we are going to begin things in the Cruiserweight division. Mustafa Ali is going to go one-on-one against Cedric Alexander. Touched on it briefly at the start of the evening. Mustafa Ali did indeed win the King of the Ring qualifier against Zack Sabre Jr. Guilty as Charged. He is on his way to the King of the Ring special event, and I actually know when it's coming up now, March the 10th. The first Sunday, maybe, of the, or is it the second? The second Sunday of March. There you go, March the 10th. King of the Ring will be coming our way. A very special one-day event where usually the winner gets great things to come from it. Look at Tyler Breeze with his 2 world title reigns, his Royal Rumble win and his US title. And look at Kenny Omega over the last 2 years. Who could join that field? We know Chad Gable and Christian will represent Monday Night Raw. We know Mustafa Ali will represent ECW. We do not know of SmackDown Lives yet, though I have been told we're going to have to find out until after Extreme Rules to get information about that. And NXT also will be making its decisions soon on who will be representing them at the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Well, not really a pay-per-view, just an event, really. Going to be a special one anyway. Special, kind of exclusive, really. And as I said, you know, great things come to those who won it over the last 3 years. Stars have been made, and another one could be made, depending on who wins it. I think it's going to be a great one, especially with the crop of talent that we have on all these brands. And of course, we're going to have half the field figure out by the end of tonight, because we are going to be, because we have the two from Raw. We have Ali, and we're going to find out if it'll be Roderick Strong or Aleister Black joining the field as the second member of ECW in that tournament. It's going to be a great one. Still about, 3.5 weeks away. Of course, the main thing we're turning our attention to this Sunday is Extreme Rules. Okada versus Corin for the main event, for the shot at Okada's career. So much on the line there for Kazuchika Okada, so much on the line for Corin as well. And of course, that is to come this Sunday. As for ECW, we are just removed from Guilty as Charged. There are a lot of eyes, as always, on the ECW brand. And we're looking to make this show a big one, as we always do every single week. Cedric started things off with some collar elbow types. Last time these two guys faced each other, it ended in a no contest due to the interference from Buddy Murphy. Gonna try and find out if the same will happen here tonight. These two guys have been locked up in this collar elbow type since the match has begun here, just trading this hold. And clean breaks all over the place as well. You've got to respect that, but Cedric deciding to pounce on the opportunity there with that Michinoku driver. Shrugging off that kick. Forearm attempt in the face. Good counter there by Cedric Alexander, however. Oh, was it Mustafa? I don't know. I confused myself then. Cedric looked for the clothesline. Missed it, but gets one there on Ali. Ali evades the attempted kick in the back and nails a backstabber there on Cedric Alexander. Such a great opportunity for Ali coming up, though, this... not this Sunday, sorry, in 3 weeks' time at King of the Ring. It's one that he definitely can't afford to miss out on. Oh, lovely step of Enziguri there. I said 3 weeks, didn't I? It's 2.5 weeks now that I think about it. Oh, well. Cedric Alexander, of course, not going to the event, but a victory over a man who was qualified for King of the Ring could certainly attract some eyes to him here on ECW. Ali, who's finally got his big win over Zack Sabre Jr., will be looking to continue on his momentum here with a win over Cedric. Looked to catch him there, did Cedric. Great counter from Ali. Through the ropes he goes, but overshot it. Was looking for one of his roll-through strikes. What a catch by Cedric Alexander. That was exquisitely done there from Cedric. Caught the body there and just planted him with that backbreaker. Great thing to witness. Up on their feet now are both men. Good counter from Ali there, looking for another suplex attempt, and he will secure it. What is he going to... Here we go, Ali going back out to the apron here. This time, lovely frog splash right back into the ring. Cedric, feeling the full impact of that one, as Ali now keeps him down on the mat, wrenching on the arm slightly here. To the top rope he goes. He defeated ZSJ with a traditional 450 splash. A Guilty as Charged. But here tonight, went for a big high angle drop kick there, but whiffed on it. And Cedric looking to take full advantage. Indian Deathlock applied. It is. It is locked in here. Doesn't look like Cedric's trying to tap him out, though. Just like he's trying to wear him down a little bit. Makes sense given the speed in which Ali works at. Down here, another backstabber there from Ali. Cedric feeling the full impact of it. Ali out on the apron. What's he going to do this time round? Back in the ring we go. Oh, into a face buster. Beautiful move from Mustafa Ali there. Nicely struck, but only a 1 count comes of it. Rolls to the outside now, rolls onto that apron to Cedric Alexander, but that doesn't leave you safe from Ali. Big forearm though, good counter. Cedric, Irish whip off the ropes he comes, duck under here. Went for a drop kick, but Ali was able to sidestep it. And a Hurricanrana takedown. Great stuff here from both guys. They're really bringing out their big moves. Cedric in trouble. Ali calling him up to his feet. Is that a bit too close for what he might have in mind? Yes, it is. But another Hurricanrana takedown will take care of business there. Into the cover he goes. Not enough to put away Cedric, though. Too resilient is Cedric Alexander to be put away this quickly. Up against the ropes, though. Mustafa Ali has him now. And outside of the ring we go as well. Strap yourselves in. It's a big one incoming. Tope from Ali. Landed right on his feet. That was outstanding from Mustafa Ali. Stuck the landing on his feet. And now looking to put things away through the ropes. Into the neck breaker. And Cedric lands and sits perfectly in the middle of the ring. And now Ali up high. Big frog splash. I thought he was going to look to end things there. Maybe it's a big closing sequence for Ali to secure victory. 0-5-4 from Ali. A huge closing sequence of moves. Starts with the tope, ends with 0-5-4. Ali covers Cedric. 1. Oh my God. Where did that heart come from within Cedric Alexander? I have no idea what Cedric found out within him. That was incredible. All of that, and Cedric was able to kick out that early. I don't know if that was instinct, though, from Cedric Alexander, because he is not exactly showing sprightly to be getting back up to his feet. Big elbow there into the gut from Cedric. Spinning kick in the gut as well. Cedric trying to fire up here. Ali, springboard. Bulldog. And back down. He goes again, and once again Ali can just take control here, lifting him up to his feet. Reverse DDT plants him. If I was Ali, I'd be incredibly frustrated with what I just witnessed. I would have thought that this one was over. My huge flurry of go-home moves was enough to end things definitively, but it certainly wasn't the case. Cover made here. Trying to put away Cedric again and again. Cedric kicking at it too. God, this guy's heart is incredible. Stomping on the arm. There is Ali, bringing him up to his feet. One thing that I am noting right now, though, is despite his fight back, despite his kick out rather, I think Cedric has been out of this for a long time. This has been Ali's to win for a long time. Super kicked him right in the leg. Smart move by Cedric there, and an opening could be on its way. Up on the shoulders, 8-second ride. Indeed it is. Big move by Cedric, moves into the cover, looking to put away Ali. Hasn't even done enough for a 2 count, but then again, neither did Mustafa Ali with everything he hit on Cedric Alexander. Forearm in the face. Stumbling back slightly there is Ali, but look at how Cedric was almost too tired there to capitalize. Ali going to send him into the turnbuckle once again here, and another drop kick into the back. Good transition from a full Nelson into that reverse DDT. Ali flipping over him. A little bit of confidence there from Ali, but that took a little too long as well, because Cedric was able to kick out so early. What a performance this has been for both men. What a gutsy performance it's been from Cedric Alexander. And this is only the opening match of ECW here. Cedric up to his feet, but a kick in the leg stops him right there and then. Ali, Irish whip now. Tilt-a-whirl, DDT, and what a high angle he had on it as well. But how much more is Ali going to hit before he looks to try and end things here? In the turnbuckle goes Cedric again, up on that top rope again. Backfired on him the last time. Doesn't look like it's going to be failing this time around. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Avalanche, Spanish fly from the top. Surely that's enough to finish off Cedric here. Surely Ali has done enough to win it here. Drags him into the middle of the ring. Cover made. Cedric, will he kick out at 2? This time he won't. Ali had him. That Spanish fly had ended things. Cedric did great to kick out of the flurry of maneuvers, but Ali had his number. Ali had him, and that Spanish fly was the closing sequence. Cedric tried to be gutsy, tried to keep on fighting, but his body just didn't have it in him to keep on going. And disappointed in himself he may be as he walks off. Mustafa Ali, your winner here, and continues to build his momentum towards King of the Ring. A great start though to ECW and a very entertaining match, no doubt about it. There you go, Ali, your winner. He may be making a statement as a favourite for this tournament. We move on though to our next contest of the evening. It is going to be the match we were supposed to get last week on ECW, but with changed implications. It is Greatness against the new ECW Tag Team Champions, the Four Horsemen. What a difference a week can make. There's no denying that. Last week we saw these two guys were supposed to meet for the chance to face Downfall for the ECW Tag Team titles at Guilty as Charged. And now, well, everything has changed. Everything about it has changed. For the first time as well with this team, we have Lana heading towards the ring, so clearly Cedric was interested in recruiting her along as well. These two guys were eliminated first from the match. I believe it was Rusev who was eliminated first, and then Cedric who was eliminated by Jericho. Yes, Jericho tapped out Cedric with the Walls of Jericho to leave it down to him and Harper. It was a very entertaining triple threat tag match. Elimination rules applied on it, and it was a match that had no right to be as good as it was, essentially. A match that was put together so last minute, but a match that ended up being so incredible. In fact, I saw one person saying that they believed it was the match of the night over Gargano versus Ciampa. But it did leave us, regardless of your opinion, it did leave us with a champion in ECW that has deserved it. 100% deserved it. The ECW Tag Team Champions, Jericho and Rues. People saying that they have fought for so long and so hard and they deserve these belts around their waist. It has been over 2 years since they last held these tag team titles. And then it was Jericho and Strong. Now it's Jericho and Rues. Jericho winning a tag team title for the 3rd time, I believe, in this universe. Rues winning his first title in this universe, and congratulations to him on it as well. It's an incredible accomplishment for Apollo Crews, and it goes to show how the Four Horsemen are turning things around. I mean, when Oney Lorcan came into the Horsemen, there were doubts over Apollo Crews' future in the Horsemen. Now, Crews has flipped things around where he's the focus of the Horsemen, more so than Lorcan is. Jericho and Crews have worked incredibly well together, and it was capped off with a great win at Guilty as Charged to take those tag team titles away from Downfall. That code breaker out of nowhere was just something to behold. That code breaker was just something. It was exceptional. I didn't even remotely expect it to occur, but it just did. And Harper had no response to it. Bloodied and busted open. The surprise elimination of Rowan as well only made it worse for Downfall. They could have gone in with a 2-on-1 advantage heading into that final few. But instead, everything just fell apart for them. But now we turn our attention to see what the new tag team champions can do in their first match with the belts around their waists. Cedric and Rusev, of course, the duo they're taking on. Let's see what will happen here. Oh god, here we go. The two big guys of each team going to be clashing here. Rusev tagging in. Getting tagged in here. Now it's Rusev and Crews to fight one another. Great strength there from Crews to push him away. Rusev the heavier of the two. That is not going to stop Apollo Crews from demonstrating his incredible strength. Went for the German suplex there. Countered by Rusev, big lariat. And the young man goes down. And look at how, as well, Greatness have locked off the ring. Look at how they've locked things off here. Look at how they've sectioned the ring off so that Crews is just taking punishment now on their side of things. Nowhere near Jericho, who can make a save. Even if he was to crawl away, it'd be a long, long distance to travel. This is smart work here by Rusev and Cedric. Sweeping the leg away there, though, is Apollo Crews. Up to his feet. And is able to send Rusev into the turnbuckle as well. Will we see a tag into Jericho? Yes, we will. Jericho tagged in here. And let's see what these two guys have got in mind. Oh, brilliant tag team maneuver. Absolutely brilliant. Double back suplex into a neck breaker. And Y2J now joins the field. Neck breaker of his own. Cedric wadding in. And Cedric's going to get in as well. Rusev makes the tag. In comes the Brian Cedric. Leaping drop kick. Went for another one. Jericho, though, swatting it to one side. Cedric in with a counter of his own there. Another drop kick connects. Huge chop struck as well. Super kick attempt. Jericho moved out of the way. Tiger suplex as well. The way he snapped on it is the way in which Cedric's body just kind of went flying from the impact of it. Tag made now. Apollo Crews, the legal man in this one again. This one makes the Four Horsemen so dangerous. Their quick tags and their incredible moves that they come up with as well. Double back superplex to Cedric. And he's by himself right now. Rusev nowhere to be seen. Oh, no, right, never mind, there he is. Northern Lights suplex by Crews, no cover attempt made. And now it is the Four Horsemen, it's the tag team champions who are cornering off the ring here. Only briefly, good counter by Cedric. Ducks under. Oh! Dr. Teeth, I believe he calls that move. That is a brutal one as well, right into the knee. Goes Apollo Crews' face. Cedric in the corner, sliced bread, the Cedric. From the turnbuckle. And now is he going to look for Captain's Hook? He is, but the same problem that he made at Guilty as Charged has come true again here today. That roll over his back. He's facing the wrong direction when he does it. He's always facing towards the ropes and he needs to be facing away from them in order to get it. Big double super kick, but a brief momentary lapse in concentration. And Crews can tag in Jericho. Oh, great counter from Y2J. Things really starting to pick up over the last minute or so here. Jericho, another forearm attempt, another counter by Rusev. And a big one at that. Look at this, throwing up in the air. Suplex from Rusev now, and Jericho goes down hard. Things were looking good. Things were looking good for the Horsemen, but greatness have taken control. Accolade applied. Will Jericho tap out here? No, the wily veteran able to escape. Big forearm in the face. Rusev does go down. Jericho, Lion Salt from Y2J. Cover made. Is it enough? Cedric jumped in at the count of two there just to make sure. And look at this now. Lana getting involved. Falls prey to the distraction. And a DDT plants Cedric. But Jericho now the one crawling. And he tags in. Apollo Crews. Look at the counter though from Rusev. This is why he recruited him. This is why Cedric recruited Rusev into the team. Great work so far from Rusev in this one, I have to say. He is the reason, I think, why Greatness are hanging in this one. And not only hanging in this one, but still look like they have a chance of winning this one to go with it. We're going to get a nerve grip applied here now. Rusev locking it in, trying to trap the nerves in the shoulders of Apollo Crews, but he just sweeps it away there. Crews able to fight his way out of that one. Bringing the big man up to his feet. And sending him into the corner. Cedric couldn't wait a moment longer. He tags himself in here. And Crews will make him pay with a big clothesline. Oh, look who's getting involved again though. Lana providing the distraction. Cedric can capitalize on it fully here. And he will. Reverse DDT. With a bit of assistance from Rusev, I think. I'm not too certain. Cedric going into the cover, using the ropes to his advantage, trying to steal one. Oh, what a save from Jericho. Oh, but he's planted with a German suplex there. Greatness are doing an incredible job here of holding on to things. Big headbutt, and it's busted open Apollo Crews. Front face lock. Is he going to try and take him to the turnbuckle here? Is he going to look for the tag into Rusev? A busted open Apollo Crews. Oh no, wait. Good counter. Oh my God! What an enziguri from Apollo Crews. Can he end things here? Up on their shoulders. Gorilla press slam. Into the moonsault. He got it. He covers Cedric. Rusev taken care of. And oh, a kick out at 2. How did that happen? They thought they had it. That would have been an incredible comeback from Apollo Crews. Oh, but what a big boot. Planting Cedric. Crews busted open. Needs the tag into Jericho. And he'll make it. And Jericho might not be wasting a second here. Kicks him in the gut. Big neck breaker puts him down. Rusev still down. Jericho. Is he in the right position here? What is he thinking of? He's thinking Lion Tamer. Here we go. Lion Tamer. Lion Tamer by Jericho. Applied on Cedric. Nowhere to go. Rusev not even getting in the ring right now. Greatness are gonna tap out. Jericho and Crews are your winners. The Horsemen starting off their title reign with a victory. Exactly what they needed. And a great start for them there. There are your ECW Tag Team Champions. It was more than just a fluke. It was well deserved. And a victory over the other team involved can open things up here. Will Downfall be seeking a rematch pretty quickly, I wonder? I suppose it'll be a case where time will tell on that one, but a great tag team match. Greatness really looking as well like a tag team that could be one to watch out for. This tag team division, though, in ECW is a big one, but it was one that had a big split occur in it last night when Sami Callihan turned on Jay White. We were told why, and we were told to wait for their leader to show up, but as for tonight, Trevor Lee is in action. We were all left flustered. We were all left incredibly confused why he did what he did, but Trevor Lee and Sami Callihan have indeed turned their backs. Well, Sami Callihan more so than anyone has turned their backs on Jay White, but saying that they were dumped to one side. They were afterthoughts by everyone, and a man came in to save them. We don't know who that man is, and we apparently have to wait to find out who it is. We were given some quote-unquote clues that some people have alluded to, and the worst one of all, of course, is the belief that the leader of these two men could be the man who ends the career of Okada on Sunday. It could well be a double whammy there. I certainly hope not, but it's time to just see what Trevor Lee is all about here. This match was demanded by them, and I gave it to them so I could spend some time talking about this as well, because I am incredibly interested by the decision of Lee and Callihan to turn their backs on ECW, on Jay White, you name it. I want to know why they did what they did, and maybe it's an answer that I'm going to have to wait some time for to get a definitive answer on the situation, but it is an answer that I'm willing to wait for, and it's a leader that I'm willing to find out. I'm willing to wait to find out who it is as well. Right now, Trevor Lee is just lambasting the poor guy who we gave 50 quid to. 50 bucks, rather. Lee just dismantling him right now in front of us all. Lifting him up to his feet again, and that running double stomp as well. An incredible leap to achieve it. But here comes the move that he hit Jay White with on Sunday. And guilty as charged. That suplex powerbomb. Trevor Lee already set his sights on ending things here. Rolls him over. And you could count to 50. This one's done for. 1, 2. Trevor Lee with a dominant win there, just to get his point across. He is for real. He is alongside Callihan, and we do await to find out who their leader is. Raising of the arms. Oh no. Oh no. And a very quick celebration there. Lee with a steel chair in hands now. And oh god, an onslaught happening on the outside here. Steel chair by Lee. And it seems as if he wants to send his message inside of the ring to Jay White, to everyone on ECW. This is what they're here to claim. Is he gonna... Oh, no, he's going to... Oh, no. This isn't good. This is really not good. A steel chair right across the head. Cracking him with it. Brutalizing him after the match, and we'll finish things out with a suplex powerbomb, planting him in the ring. Trevor Lee and Callahan, the message sending, and as they put it at guilty as charged, the clock ticking. Who will be their leader, I don't know, but I know that a big message was sent right here, right now. Jay White, I think, is the man they're sending it to. We have to move on here in ECW, though. Our next action of the evening is going to be a good one. King of the Ring qualifier, Roderick Strong versus Aleister Black. Now, while we could look at this as Horsemen versus Wyatt family, it's not really, when you think about it. It's just a straight contest between two factions. Well, I mean, they are, of course, both members of factions, so in some ways, it's not to do with a faction war, I guess is the best way of saying it. It is just to do with two guys looking to go to King of the Ring, Roderick Strong and Aleister Black. Two guys hungry for a good opportunity in front of them. Last year, I believe, at King of the Ring, we had Rich Swann and Baron Corbin, and I think they both went out in the first round, if I remember rightly. So that one didn't go too well for us. This year, though, I think whoever wins this one, I'm proud of. I think they've got a great thing in front of them. I mean, I've talked about now how the winner of King of the Ring gets big things coming their way. Yes, by the way, Omega is not entering King of the Ring. He came to me after guilty as charged and said he doesn't want to go in it for a third year in a row. It's time for someone else to win it in his eyes. But, what was the point I was going to get across? Yeah, I mean, big things comes to those who win the tournament. And I think that either of these two guys could leap into that big opportunity. And honestly, this is not meant as disrespect to Mustafa Ali, to Roderick Strong either, but I think this could be the man who could make the biggest leap into that opportunity on ECW. This is the guy who could take the full grasp of that chance and run away with it. The two-time ECW television champion and the member of the Wyatt family who always does things by his own beck and call. Aleister Black heading towards the ring. Now, the reason why I say this, why I say that I think Black could take the chance by the scruff of the neck and run away with it is, well, there are a number of reasons. Think about it. For one, Ali, no offense, is a cruiserweight. That typically means it's a more uphill battle for him. And you think about guys in the upper echelons right now. Think about it. Guys like Drew McIntyre, Naito. I mean, yeah, Neville's up there, but Neville he's something more than a cruiserweight. In some ways, he is a genius as well. He's a cruiserweight just because that's his peak, where he looks his best, if that makes sense. Seth Rollins, Omega, Cole, Jay White, Andrade, these kind of guys, all up towards the top, and Braun Strowman as well, are all guys that Mustafa Ali is going to have to always dig deep down to win. And you can only dig deep down so many times until things start to fall away from you. And Roderick Strong's already had a chance at the ECW title, and he failed. And on top of that, Roddy Strong in big match scenarios as well, never really, I don't know, his big side to him always fails to come out. He did it happened against Rollins, it happened against Neville at last year's Heatwave. Whereas Aleister Black isn't like that. He's a two-time television champion. He's never faced Rollins for the ECW title. And so, if them two were to meet, yes, I would be incredibly worried for Rollins' hopes of holding on to that ECW title. Whereas if it was the other two, I wouldn't feel as concerned. I wouldn't feel as worried. Ali, and I think both guys would give Rollins a great match, yeah. But Rollins can have a great match with a broom. It's about who could take that title away from Rollins, not who can give him a great match. And Aleister Black, I believe, is one of a very, very small list of names on ECW who could take it away from him. That being said, I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong right now. Roderick Strong could shut me up and beat Aleister Black here and move on to King of the Ring. At the end of the day, this isn't This isn't even the tournament yet. This is just the qualifiers for that 8-man tournament coming your way March the 10th. What this is, 100% for sure, is going to be a great match as well. So far, I think the most entertaining match of the night did come at the opener between Ali and Cedric, but this one will probably give it a run for its money. With forearms in the face thereby. Roderick strong, big backbreaker as well. And now things can get going here between these two guys. They had a bit of a feeling out process at the start, but now the wrestling really does begin. The striking of Aleister Black against the very talented technical wrestling of Roderick Strong, the messiah of the backbreaker, and he's making sure to get started with that one pretty quickly. Nice backbreaker there connected with. Up on the top rope goes Roddy. Dropkick attempt missed. You know, with all the 4 horsemen in the tag team division having their way, it's been a little while since we last saw Roddy in action. That does also go to say how packed ECW is with talent. Single leg Boston Crab applied here by Aleister Black. Roddy does indeed get to the ropes. It was Roderick Strong who recruited One Lorcan into the 4 horsemen group. And now he's looking to do him proud by qualifying to King of the Ring here. Up and over the... Nope, not up and over the top rope. Roddy brought him back in. Nice backbreaker there. Again, working it over, looking for End of Heartache. Looking to put things away with a big win. To cement his place into King of the Ring alongside Mustafa Ali. Oh, what a forearm from Roddy there. But oh, there's one to reply back with from Aleister Black. Takes him down here. He locks in the arm now. This is smart from Aleister Black. Trying to take away the arms of Roddy. Taking away his grappling ability. Big punch to escape that one as well there by Roderick Strong. Turns around Aleister Black here. Torture rack. Backbreaker. Give him any hold in the book, and it seems if Roderick Strong can turn it into a backbreaker of sorts. That is incredible. Turns him around here. Back suplex into the face buster. He gets all of it. Got all of it there, did Roddy. And Aleister Black able to stop him in his tracks. What a lariat as well. Did you see the way his head almost came off there? Roddy, nice counter. Quick arm drag. Gets them both back. Gets them back up to a vertical base DDT, and down goes Aleister Black there again. Counter by Aleister Black. Brainbuster attempt maybe on its way. Looked for it. Roddy escapes it though. Back. Oh, yeah, backbreaker. Backbreaker from Roddy. Lifts him up to his feet here. And he's going to look for it. And he's going to get it. End of Heartache. End of Heartache from Roderick Strong. And does he now have King of the Ring written all over him? 1, 2, no. No, he doesn't. Roderick Strong does not finish things here. It's a kick out at 2 by Aleister Black, and this one keeps on going on. Roddy going to be frustrated he couldn't put things away right there. Back suplex. Or backdrop rather, from Aleister Black. And now he will look to try and end things here. Big comeback here from Aleister Black from out of the blue. Big knee in the face. Covers Roddy, looking to put him away, and look at that. Kicking out of 2 is Roderick Strong, but maybe for not much longer. He lines it up. Black Mass. And with 1, 2. Oh, are you kidding me? Roderick Strong kicks out at 2 of the Black Mass, and Aleister Black is irate. But Black is looking to end things. There's 2 clotheslines. Boot caught. Leg swept from underneath them. Roderick Strong's in trouble now. He is in big trouble. Black goes to the turnbuckle again. Slices the throat. And the knee connects once more. And the seat taken over what will soon to be a fallen foe. Wait a minute, look at this. Roddy is fighting back. Roddy trying to fight back, but oh, wow. Talk about getting stopped. Talk about getting grounded. And here's the finishing blow again. Black Mass. Black runs into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Aleister Black is going to King of the Ring. Black has done it. He has beaten Roddy Strong. And the Wyatt family have a member in that tournament on March the 10th. Aleister Black victorious. And he joins Mustafa Ali, Chad Gable, and Christian in that tournament. And may I say right now, with half the field in this thing, there is your favorite to win it. Great start from Roddy, but he didn't have the finishing touch to put away Aleister Black. Well, March the 10th certainly got a lot more interesting, but as for right now, before our main event, it's time to hear from none other than Adam Cole. And here he is in the ring, Adam Cole, ready to celebrate his win, I imagine, at Guilty as Charged. Cole said he had a lot that he wanted to get off his chest, and I wonder what that is all about. Microphone in his hand, the stage is his. Adam Cole may do as he pleases, and he starts things off by saying that he did it again. He knew it wasn't going to be easy, but he beat Kenny Omega. He is still going to the main event of WrestleMania, but this time, no one can get in his way to stop him. He thanks Kenny Omega for having to force him to be his very best to beat that man, and he thanks him for an amazing match to go along with it, which it absolutely was. There's no denying it. Well, there we go. There's some interesting news for you right then and there. Cole revealing that his Royal Rumble opportunity will not be going to Brock Lesnar. He does not believe he can beat the Beast, and at the same breath, he, along with so many of us, believes another guy deserves that shot. He stands with Okada this Sunday at Extreme Rules. Come on, Okada. You can do it. And as Adam Cole says, that leaves two. Seth Rollins and Marty Scurll. Rollins is back in 2 weeks. By that time, Raw will have already decided who will face Scurll for the world title. But the problem is, Adam Cole doesn't know who he wants to face. He doesn't know who he wants to take on, and he needs to take time to think about it. Away from ECW, away from wrestling. As Cole puts it, he needs to sit at home and he needs to think about this all. This is a chance that may never come again, and he needs to know that he's made the right one. He can take on the man who ruined his career, or try to rather, or does he take on the man who's been on top for so many months? He needs to decide, so when we next see him, the decision is made. But until then, it's time to remember who's going to the main event. Adam Cole going to take a break to decide who he faces at WrestleMania. Will it be Seth Rollins? Will it be Marty Scurll? We're going to find out in just a few weeks. But Adam Cole needs to sit at home and he needs to think about it. And by that point, we know he'll have made the right decision. It's a smart choice from Adam Cole. Alright, main event, main event, main event. Here we go, Naito versus Neville. There were a lot of questions surrounding Naito's win at Guilty as Charged. There were people saying that it was sudden. It's like it wasn't meant to happen. I said the same as well. I thought, personally, that McIntyre had sustained an injury and had to tap out right then and there. But as it turns out, no. McIntyre's fine. There was no injury. But he wouldn't say why he tapped out. I don't know if it was just something that he couldn't hold that he couldn't get out of, or if he panicked and tapped out. No one really knows. And by no one, I mean me. McIntyre may well know why he tapped out. Neville may well know why he tapped out. But Naito's job with the British Empire is not finished here this evening, as he has to go one-on-one against the leader of it in Neville. It was a bad night for the British Empire compared to Survivor Series, or even New Year's Revolution had its good moment with McIntyre beating Omega. This one, however, no wins to their name, pure tragedy going their way, nothing to talk about. Nothing. Like the Royal Rumble had Gibson with 3 eliminations, this one, nothing. Nothing at all. Naito going to look to try and continue their run of bad luck in this matchup here, I believe, by looking to knock off Neville in this one-on-one contest, succeed in the victory, and maybe put himself towards the top of the list for the ECW title should Adam Cole decide to go for Martin Scurll and make it a triple threat match. Well, here comes the man who, regardless of any of that, is going to look to try and make things about him and about maybe him going towards WrestleMania, the challenge for that title. Neville heading towards the ring. He looks ready and determined. He looks focused. He looks like he wants to give the British Empire something to look forward to, something to actually be happy about. We'll find out if that's the case or not in just a moment, but I wonder, what does Neville make of the tap out as well from McIntyre guilty as charged? What does he think about that submission? It's definitely something you can't gloss over, because you wouldn't really anticipate a guy like McIntyre to be tapping out. You'd expect him to fight out. You'd expect him to fight back right away, but that just did not happen. Neville, maybe as much of the rest of the British Empire is frustrated in him. That may very well be the case. I don't know for certain, but what I do know is that Neville ready to rock and roll here, as is Naito. Tranquilo versus a very amped up leader of the British Empire. Here we go between these guys. Can't have a tie up to get things underway. Neville with the go behind here. Naito, though, able to quickly turn things over into that chin lock there. Applying it on Neville here right now. Neville has the arm, though. Naito quickly to turn things around. Side headlock applied. And Neville, though, going to break his way out of it. Pushes him off from the ropes there. Drop kicks the leg from underneath Naito. Now Neville can do as he pleases. Is he biting Naito there? I think he was. I think Neville was biting Naito in the early stages of this matchup. Working over the arm now. Methodically breaking him down here, that's for certain. Elbow on the top of the head, and Neville might be doing McIntyre's job for him here. This is what McIntyre was supposed to do, a guilty as charged, and it didn't end up happening. Naito. Lovely little move there. Delayed. You thought that maybe we were going to see him just hit a slam, a Michinoku driver maybe, but that wasn't the case. And look at that. Neville gets him back down on the mat and goes right after the arm as well, working him over again. In the turnbuckle we go now. Big flying strike attempt there by Neville. Got denied. Backbreaker there by Naito. These two guys trading with each other off the start, and there's the disrespect from Naito. Slap right in the face. That'll fire up Neville. The man who has won every title in ECW, but the ECW title. And he'll be looking to try and turn things around with that one sooner rather than later. In the turnbuckle we go. Flying forearm, and Naito goes down. Boot into the throat here by Neville on Naito. It's very much so a back and forth start from both men. They're both occupying control in this match. They're both trading it back and forth, trading moves back and forth as well. Both guys tough nuts to crack for these two experienced athletes. Sweep of the leg there by Naito. Into the turnbuckle we go. Counter there by Neville though. And now with him in the turnbuckle, look at that! I wasn't expecting that from Neville to happen, but it most certainly did. Naito though, oh! What a chop right in the chest to him. Turns him round again. Naito with another backbreaker there. He's going on the head. Is he going to look to lock him in Plume of Ansher as well, I wonder? Is he going to look to try and tap out Neville as well? Big drop kick. Neville stumbles out of the corner, stays on his feet, and is able to nail one hell of a forearm to go along with it. Powerbomb. Powerbomb. Big powerbomb from Neville. Cover made. Looking to put away Naito. But letting go Noble can still kick out early. Amazing to see Naito able to bounce back so quickly after the loss at New Year's Revolution and no way out as well. Disappointing times. Neville up on that top rope. Is he looking Red Arrow? He is. Oh, knees from Naito. Right in the gut there. Naito got him big. But Neville's the one turning things around. Kind of from Naito again, however. Naito turns him round. Looking to win it right here. Destino! Turned him away from the ropes in midair. Covers Neville. Is it over with? It is not. A very, very late kick out there from Neville. Naito going to be frustrated that he couldn't finish things right there. Neville turning things around now. Kicks him in the gut. Throws him away. Great moonsault by Neville. He's going to go up high once more. No way. Is he going to go for the red arrow again here? Up high he goes. And this time he gets the red arrow, but he didn't get all of it. Looked like he hit it down on the legs of Naito there, more so than he did anywhere else. And that definitely could have taken some of the wind out of Neville, but he might be looking to put things away right here and now. Rings of Saturn. Rings of Saturn applied. He's got it locked in on Naito. Will Naito tap out? The work on the arm has been done in this match. He has yanked at that arm. But Naito doesn't tap out. He doesn't give in. He keeps on going. And as a result, so does the match here. So does the main event. And Neville now in control of Naito. Knocking him down to the match. Strikes coming in here. Wait a minute. Down the ramp. McIntyre storming the ring. Almost looks like there's an argument going on between the British Empire right now. McIntyre taking matters into his own hands and striking Naito there. Oh, things haven't ended between these two guys, and they haven't even ended right now. Neville just rolled out of the ring and has left McIntyre to his own enjoyment with Naito. Things certainly haven't ended between these two. Future Shock DDT, and to finish things off, Claymore kick by McIntyre. Things are not done between these two. Guilty as charged, if anything, was only the start. Naito and McIntyre, there's plenty more to come between these two guys.